we found the roaches.
So you got them collecting on the ceiling, just crawling around, hanging out. Look at all of them over here. Ryan, did you see that? Look at that. Oh, that's just gross. There's about 100 of them over here, Ryan. Oh my.
All right, it is Monday morning, bright sunny, and we're where?
Well, we're in KC Mo. We're in
the old
KC Mo.
Old KC Mo.
Yep. We're down. Is it down? You consider this downtown? I do.
It's close.
It's real close to downtown. Yeah. So we're out here today. We got called on a job. That's a pretty nasty one. Unfortunately, we've got some people that were living here, and it's a real bad roach infestation.
So bad that
I believe in my research that roaches were actually eating the tenant that lives here.
They were eating all the oils and skin and stuff off of
the face. So roaches and I didn't know this until I started researching it. They like fingernails, they like around your mouth area, and they'll actually feed on you, and it creates sores. And I saw a little bit of evidence on the person that lived here, and that was very, very upsetting to me.
It's gross, but we're here to take care of that problem.
So we've got everybody. Samantha, Ryan, Cole, Wyatt is our technician today of choice, and then Kevo and I guess we're picking up the rear. Yep. All right, so you found us a roach job.
For me, it was the worst one I'd seen personally. So I know you all have seen some stuff that was pretty worse, some stuff that was worse than that, but it was pretty bad. I don't ever intend to see anything worse than that if I don't have to. It was pretty bad.
So we're gonna go in and do an inspection and see what we're dealing with.
The inspection is gonna be fun. That's probably gonna be the funnest part, where you guys are gonna see some of the nasty stuff that we have to deal with every day. So
should be good.
Interesting.
All right, let's roll.
So we're gonna go into so this is a rented
it's a two unit.
Yep. And we're gonna go into the bottom portion first because it's been vacant for a while, and I want to kind of see what kind of activities happened since it's been vacant. You can smell that right away.
Okay, dude, opened the door and they shot everywhere.
You know, okay, so we open the front door and they start running around the jam, and I'm like, yes, it is going to be exactly what Kevin said. But it really wasn't that bad.
Oh, God, yuck. Oh, no! Yeah.
There's some.
Oh, my gosh.
Look, that's all poop.
It was definitely hot, which I think made the smell even worse. That smell is...
Okay, who's
look,
TikToking?
I don't know if you guys know this, but roaches have a distinct smell. Can you smell it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. It smells like stagnant booty.
So, again, this is 100 times better than it was.
Hang on, I got some crawling.
They're they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. Everywhere you walk, you're crushing a roach. Open that refrigerator. Oh, dude, look at that big old monster hanging out right in the crack of the refrigerator.
So let's take a look at that.
Oh, he crawled in. Oh!
I seem to remember your stress levels rising a lot somewhere around the fridge area.
Yeah. So, yeah, wow. I was trying to forget about that part.
Okay, so
everywhere.
We've got roaches
crawling around in the fridge.
So
the seal around the refrigerator was broken. Okay, and so I can see this large roach, and it's just got its little, I don't know, antennae, and it's got some feet hanging out, and it's checking us out, seeing what we're doing there. And
Wyatt, what do you got there? You're gonna vacuum. Turn around. Let me see your backpack. That's fancy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
The photon pack.
That's like Ghostbusters.
So is that HEPA? HEPA filtered?
HEPA filter. So
Ghostbuster
nice.
level.
first thing we're gonna do is some cleanup so that we can properly bait and spray. But we're gonna.
Any thoughts or opinions on the vacuum that we had to use?
I like the vacuum. The vacuum was a good help. That's an important part of reducing the population so that the products will actually work.
Oh, those are just babies.
Oh, poor baby. I saw the mama running there.
Yeah.
There's no way we're just gonna go in this.
Those are just babies.
It's airtight.
They are baby.
Holy crap! Look at what is all that?
All those.
Dang! Oh my gosh! Look at them all.
Let me at him.
Look right here.
You know, that little drape, that curtain, is probably what kept me up most of the night. The amount of times that we walked in and out of that room and that curtain touched each of our shoulders. And then seeing what was underneath that curtain.
Oh, I think we're out of warranty on the stove. Yeah, look at right here. This is awesome.
Oh wow, yeah. That's
I don't know if the camera picks it up, but that is sweet.
Ryan.
And they're all just
Sam, I gotta ask. Is your skin crawling?
Absolutely.
Are you
the walls are crawling, so why shouldn't
I'm
her skin?
sweating. I'm shaking.
This is interesting. It's not bad,
It's not.
but and the smell isn't as bad as it normally would be, but this is, you don't want to bring this home, do you?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. Nope.
Are you gonna go home and clean?
Yes. I'm gonna scrub everything.
My stress levels are out of this.
Cole,
I gotta get out of
this is
here.
your first roach job.
This is the worst experience of my entire life.
I want these guys to go see a real roach tree.
Yeah, this one's like half a roach tree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna second guess my volunteering next time.
What's going on in there, Wyatt? Oh, they're coming out. There you go. The mama's in there.
Not anymore, Jizz.
Oh yeah, there you go. You went. That's good. So this is like a leave behind dust that's going to not only, it works better than like diatomaceous earth on spiders. It's pretty cool. Oh, they're coming out. They don't like it.
Oh, here they come.
They don't like it. Yep, this one just popped out. They don't like it.
Hey, grab the vacuum.
Dude, don't mess with them. So we've got what looks like peanut butter bait. So we put a glue trap in each cabinet in each area with bait on it so that they can go and feast. The next step is going to be spraying. That there is a IGR, they call it. It's a growth inhibitor. Stops them from reproducing and growing. So anything you want to say?
Look, the reality is when everything starts to get real oily and greasy and you're seeing regurgitation or feces, you definitely got a problem. You have to call a company before it gets this bad. If you don't, man, good luck getting rid of all of them. So,
And I was saying that there's more than just, this is way more than just spray.
oh yeah,
So the way this kitchen is prepped is really not ideal. They've bagged stuff up, but they need to remove.
well, they have to remove everything. I'm seeing roaches climb on everything down here, so they're hiding under every one of these bags.
Which,
So we can only do so much,
yeah.
and then the products aren't going to take care of it.
So our routine is we vacuum first to get rid of most of the population. Now he's baiting, which he's got glue traps out, but he's also going to bait. We'll show some shots of him baiting around the cabinet
And
areas
it's kind of
stuff.
cool. It's almost like a peanut butter consistency.
Yeah, it's yummy.
But then we use an IGR. Did you talk about the IGR?
I did a little bit. So the IGR is mainly to control the population, stop them from reproducing, and it inhibits their growth as well, so they can't move on to the next phase
Right.
and grow up.
The eggs don't fertilize and things like that. So.
And then we went ahead and did a couple of areas of dust, which you can see these guys are popping back out
They're
because
not
they don't
happy.
like it. No.
Yeah.
And then we're going to obviously spray. And then there's some other sprays that are contact kill, and they're also they're flushing agents, so they drive them out. They can sense this product, so they don't like it and they come out. So we're gonna do some crack and crevice, baiting, spraying, and then he's gonna go through and vacuum again, which is really gonna do a lot of it. So here we got him baiting. He's putting bait in some spots that are a little bit more inconspicuous, but definitely where the roaches like to hide. One thing we didn't do, hey, that's not as bad as I was expecting.
Well, pull that back out, Ben. If you guys look down here, we've got a competing food source with all this oil,
Grease, you know.
and so it may drive the roaches to this rather than our baits. So there has to be a multifaceted task force, cleaning, moving stuff out. It goes more than just treating or baiting.
Yeah, we could come into a place and spray and bait and do all the stuff we do, but if they don't do some sort of cleaning and prepping, then it's not going to work. That's good.
That's nice and foul.
So why are you taking off their electrical cover?
We want to dust and treat these.
Careful, don't touch the
wall
electrical.
voids. I know what I'm doing. These inside the wall voids. That way we can get the most coverage possible.
Oh my gosh.
In the crack.
See that middle cabinet with the wood?
Did you see all of them just peeking over the?
Yeah, what
over
about
the
it?
middle
There you
cabinet
go.
with the
There
wood
you
is the
go.
worst.
I mean, now they're all over.
Oh my gosh.
And this is after we vacuum. What happened?
Oh my gosh. I feel so gross. Gross.
I don't even want to touch the railing.
I can't even
Hello.
trust wearing this shirt because it's got a collar on it and I'm afraid they've gotten under my collar. So can you believe that is, from the estimates, that's a 1 year old
Roach infestation.
from the moment it infested to about 1 year. That's how bad that was.
That
in 1
thing
year.
was completely repainted, gutted.
Yeah. 1 year
redone
ago. Yep.
1 year ago.
Yep. And
Well, and you've got to have residual pest control, which to me, if you're not doing a quarterly program, you're gonna have situations like
Well, let's
this.
clear something up on that, because a quarterly program isn't designed for roaches.
No, it's not
so-
designed for roaches, but it also mitigates any of the other issues, and it does have product down. That way, when the roaches do get brought home for some reason, they can get into the products that we've already got.
When it's a minimal problem,
Right.
it can help control it.
before it's a million roaches, we're getting in and handling it when it's maybe 10 or 20.
become a big deal.
If you think that something like this, one treatment or two treatments are going to take care of it, you're out of your mind. This is going to take many treatments. It's going to take a lot of talking and coaching with the people that rent this to make sure they're clean and they're doing the right things.
Well, how many roaches did we see run under bags and areas that we can't get to? And we're not going to move all that stuff. That's on the tenants or the homeowner.
Yep.
We tell them clean
Yep.
it out so we can have access. If we don't have access,
And everybody's idea of cleanliness seems to be different. That's why we have people that go out and say, hey, this is what we need. Even we did the same thing here, and they actually did what we asked.
To a certain extent.
To an extent. And now we'll just have to get a little bit deeper into it. But again, it takes all those things to be done properly to have the treatment done correctly. What we saw today, it makes me sad to see that people live like that.
And we're in there kind of being
right.
dramatic for video, but the reality is we are a little bit saddened as professionals that people have to live like this, and that we actually have to come do these types of things for people.
Where to bring it on? Is this the first roach job you've been
Yes,
to?
yes it is.
It was a good one to break you in on.
It was.
So you deal with people on the phone and you're trying to tell them how to prep.
Yep,
Did this give you any perspective on what
absolutely.
specifically to tell them?
I didn't realize that we had to take the outlet covers off. That was one thing. The other thing is...
Well, most companies skip
we'll do
that, so
yeah. The other thing is, I guess I need to be in more detail of what they need to do with the stuff that they bag up.
yeah.
With
Yep.
the stuff that
Yep.
they take out, because that...
And some
There's
people
a little
don't have
much.
garages and places to
Yeah.
put that, so it's hard talking on the phone telling them what to do.
explaining more in detail about what we need from them.
But maybe you'll get a little more urgency.
Absolutely, yes I will.
The fact of the matter is, sometimes people get roaches.
That's the truth of it, unfortunately.
And we see it so much that we have to find humor in our job. So remember Billy the Exterminator, that show? He was always dramatic and crazy and everything. He's seen it every day and he's used to it, so he reacts a little bit different than maybe we should definitely be sensitive
and a lot more professional. However, we've got some people here that have never seen it before, and their reaction it's kind of comical in a way, but it's also real. It's
real. I mean, I have to find a way to enjoy what I do. Otherwise, I don't want to do it.
So there's going to be people that say, hey, you guys aren't very professional. You know what?
That's
You're
true.
entitled to your opinion. We try to find humor in the job that we do to liven it up. If you want to be serious about everything your whole life, go for it.
And make the best of it. 'cause
And that's what we enjoy what we do, and so we have a little bit of levity with it. We have a little bit of a sense of humor.
we're not trying to be disrespectful.
Not in any way, shape,
we're
or
not
form.
trying to make fun of anybody or anything.
And the fact that we have to sit here and try to explain this to everybody, I hope you guys know who we are at this point. We have a little bit of a sense of humor. That doesn't mean we can't get a job done and can't get a job done right. We're going to do it professionally, but we're going to find some humor in the same,
we have
same
to.
way.
We have to be able to enjoy this. Otherwise, our lives would suck and we'd hate bugs the rest of our lives. We still hate bugs, but at least our lives don't suck.
Well, and we could go home and be happy people too.
Yeah, and hopefully we won't bring them home with us.
That's right.
Okay.
So we're gonna help these folks out. We're gonna do a good job with coaching them on how to make sure the inside of the home is properly cared for during treatment and after.
Call a professional. It can get out of hand so easily, so quickly.
Keep in mind, this is not something to mess around with. If you see one roach in your house, you need to call a professional company, a licensed professional company.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do it yourself. There's just not. I mean, you go buy ant and roach gel. If it says ant and roach, it's not going to work. They're two separate types of treatment.
But you know that person was trying to take care of that stuff, right? You saw the products.
Absolutely. I didn't realize how much goes into the actual treatment itself. We've always given, the run-of-the-mill, seal up your food, get things out of the cabinets, things like that. But there's a lot more from witnessing what was inside that home and, all the little things that would have benefited the treatment that I'm definitely going to add to my description.
So there was a ton of baby roaches. I've never seen that many. So
The worst part for me was realizing how small those baby roaches are.
I tend not to do well in those situations. I'm not afraid, but it's I don't want to be there. I can tell you that, and I think I sweat a gallon because I was uncomfortable the whole time.
Well, let's talk about this because you took off your shirt and you had towels and.
Oh man, I just felt unclean, so I was just trying to wipe sweat off, and I had to take my shirt off because it felt dirty. And and the funny part about it is we went and ate lunch afterwards.
Of course you did.
I was hungry.
What did you have for lunch?
I had some good local Mexican food.
What did you do immediately after the treatment? After we left, where did you go? What did you do?
I had lunch. Went and ate Mexican. It was good.
Oh, okay. Did you wash your hands?
I don't know. I tried not to touch anything, so I think I was okay. I don't know. Protein, extra protein.
Move them around a lot.
There you go.
Why are you touching me?
That was an accident.
Don't lie. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
honestly, it was
right.
an accident. I would not intentionally.
She wouldn't do that
touch
on
you.
purpose.
One getting out of the office is always a treat.
Love that the city's doing some great maintenance around here. What'd you find there, Ben?
Ants are eating a cicada. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at it. You don't even know what you're looking at.
So we got a cicada, but then we got all these ants.
They're eating it.
Trying to drag it off.
So what was the worst part of this job for you?
My stress levels.
We won't show that. We'll just show the happy people. Shining happy people.
I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't the worst I've seen. Like, we weren't throwing away the appliances. I mean, maybe we should have, but we didn't throw away the appliances. That's the level of nastiness or bad that I've been to.
And I'm like, man, that's not right. That's disgusting. So they'll open the door, and there was a lot of roaches in the refrigerator, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I saw those roaches running into the room I was in, and I got bolted.
You guys were a little stressed out about it.
I was worried that they were going to come crawling back out of the vacuum. I had an eye on it the whole time.
Spit it out, Kevbo.
In English.
I only had one cup. I only had one cup of coffee today.
Oh, yeah. Now I can smell them a mile away. Yeah. It doesn't go away.
So you're...
Oh, we got a swimmer.
Yeah, that curtain was a hot spot for my fears and for the roaches.
So
get rid of some of these bad
hey,
boys.
for everybody out there at the land of pest control, Gertz thought this was a bad roach treatment.
Oh, dude, it's the worst I've seen. Yeah.
It's making him nervous. Look
I know,
at him
I don't like it. I'm not.
So what was our main purpose in bringing you? I mean,
Torture, probably.
Find a mecca.
We're gonna have to pull this out.
You son of a.
Keba, what happened?
hey, you know, right after roach treatment.
At least I washed my hands. And I washed my hands multiple times while I was there. I had hand sanitizer. I was constantly.
And hopefully get them straightened out.
So you gonna sing a song now?
I don't know what that means.
Was it fun?
I don't know. You gave a whole speech. I thought we were gonna sing a song.
I don't know
Maybe
if
say a
fun
prayer.
Is this the first roach job you've ever seen?
Do I look cute, Ben?
Yes, gorgeous. All right.
I thought it was horrible.
You guys aren't very professional. You know what? Screw you.
Now we don't remember what happened. I remember
what
Cole
happened.
flipping his hair a bunch. And
Hey, Kevin, here's your cards on the fridge.
You know, be like, hey, have your
who
refrigerator
was the
full.
most scared, or who was the most messed up about this?
It might have been me. I think I'm a valid contender to be the most scared from that.
He was flipping out. It was awesome. So, everybody that was there, what's your opinion on who is the most affected by the roach treatment?
I was definitely terrified. My skin was crawling, but I'm gonna give that one to Cole. Cole definitely, the fear was in his eyes the whole time. His little dance that he did every time we'd walk outside to try to shake the roaches off, he wins that one. I think he was absolutely, hands down, the most scared. Let's touch on, who do you think out of everyone
Cole.
there was the most scared?
Cole. Cole was not trying to be anything but crazy because he'd go outside and he'd shake his hair out and he'd take off his hat and he was like, it was pretty funny. He thought that he had 100 of them crawling at him at a time. And this was over and over. So it was pretty funny. And anytime anybody would touch anything or say anything, he'd be like, what?